Pepe family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're going to be talking about everything Pepe. Shout out to you guys for showing tremendous amount of support. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening with Pepe and of course what we could be expecting as we are starting off a brand new week. So we're up about 4.3% right now for Pepe. A lot of memes once again, coming out of that bloodbath that we did see. Nothing too crazy over the weekend. Speaking about the weekend, if you're in the US, you guys know it's a long weekend. But in a grand scheme of things, we did see a little bit of a retracement, but market is recovering once again. And of course, it is thanks to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is picking up steam once again. But Pepe up 4.3% right now, with the price current sitting at 14.25, up 4% in USD and about 2% in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Comparative valuation pretty much at $6 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at a staggering $1.7 billion. Once again, I want you guys to understand that, how big of a deal this really is. This is a major, major deal. Pepe is actually surpassing some big, big utility projects in terms of volume. And that really tells you that, money is within memes right now. And I've been telling you guys over the course of the last few weeks, memes have momentum against, in comparison to, of course, utility projects right now, memes are outpacing them by big time. And this right here is a perfect example right in front of us. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So holder count 438,700 holders, pretty much in this upwards trajectory, pretty much since the beginning of the existence of Pepe. So day in, day out, we are seeing new holders coming in, and we could be hitting 440,000 holders maybe this week, depending on how the market momentum really goes. But looking at the broader meme coin market, you guys can see the overall valuation is up about 2%. Pretty much everything at this point is up. Some double-digit gainers. Brett is up about 10%, but of course, valuation difference between Brett and Pepe, there is a major, major difference. But pretty much, it is the similar price action that we're seeing across the market. We are seeing, majority of the memes over the course of the last 24 hours being up, and Pepe is up a staggering 11% on the weekly time frame as well. So again, some things we don't really want to be forgetting. But if you're looking at BTC dominance, still quite high. Despite dominance being high, you're still seeing memes, holding on to their overall strength, which of course is not a big surprise. We've been noticing that strength on the meme side. But dominance is still holding quite strong around that range. But if you're looking at BTC here, Bitcoin is picking up. Bitcoin is trying to make its way towards the upside. You can see this for yourself. And Bitcoin wants to break out of this key resistance, which was our previous all-time high. If it's able to do that, maybe at the morning, we are already above the all-time high. But if you're looking at Pepe here, of course, we waked up to the 1639 zone, almost came up to that major key resistance from May 28th of last year. Actually, surprisingly, that was almost a year ago to be exact. That was our all-time high last May. And of course, we came very close. Then we did see that retracement due to BTC. Bitcoin did drop down to, you can see this for yourself, $106,000. So, of course, it's not going to be a surprise that, Pepe is going to, react to that. But Pepe has held its ground very, very nicely. And as it is trying to break out towards the upside, you can see where we're finding a little bit of a hard time breaking out of. We do have, the history of resistance around this range, and if this is able to turn into support, I wouldn't be surprised if we go back up to the 1524 and start pushing up for a new monthly high. If we're able to close the monthly candle above 1711, I personally project that next month could be a really bullish month for Pepe. Breaking out of this key resistance pretty much, opens the door for us to, retest the 2243 zone, which again, puts us very, very close towards all-time highs. Because once we obviously break out of all-time highs, there's no resistances, there's no support, pretty much, the sky's the limit at that point. And, we're coming very, very close to Shiba Inu. And look at Pepe outpacing all top 10 coins in terms of the meme coins, 1.7 billion in terms of 24-hour trading volume. If this doesn't tell you where Pepe is going, who it's coming for, then I don't know what clear indication you need. But we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.